you. The HawkFanatic.com segment is brought to you by Patrick Eads, his son Tyler, and everybody. At Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Mike's E-Keys for Cars. GT Car and his crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Supple's Flowers, the home of 1-800-800-ROSE. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Harty and Stockard Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy. Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. The Ox Yoke Inn in the Amanas. Streets Maintenance. Jimmy, a great plumber. Great all around. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. He's a good guy. And Big Dog Tech Solutions. Here's Tom Suter and Pat Harty from HawkFanatic.com.
A beautiful, crisp fall morning in Iowa City, Iowa.
It really is. I had to wear a jacket this morning.
And I had to wear my hoodie. I had to go get my blood draw this morning.
Yeah. And I got mine Monday.
Yeah, and had to wear a hoodie and on my dog walk. So, yeah, tis the season.
Yeah, it was 42. Now it's 51. It was 42 when I got in here this morning.
It's going to be about what it is now at the football game.
Yeah, 38 for the low tonight. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, fall is here for at least a while.
Yeah, for a while. Turn you up.
What's it get up today? 73.
66.
I'll be taking this off after the show. I'm already kind of warm.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because that's the kind of days they are. You need this in the morning, but you don't need it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially since there's not a cloud in the sky. And I was right. We barely got any rain that day, at least in my neighborhood.
We got a third of an inch.
2 nights later, though, at night, it looks like we got a lot because there was standing water when I woke up. But that day when all those clouds were coming in, we didn't get it.
No.
Nothing. It sprinkled a little bit on my drive home.
No, it shot right past us.
But then 2 nights later, though, I think we got a decent amount of rain.
Yeah.
We got a third of an inch.
But I slept through the whole thing. I didn't see any of it. So, but at least we got some. So, but
yeah.
Yeah, well, there's no rain in the forecast now through.
There's no clouds in the sky. There's not.
No,
I was looking.
But I mean, there's no rain through next Tuesday.
Is that according to Mason, them?
Yes, sure it is. Mason. So I'm just looking at the National Weather Service. That's
why doesn't it
up in front of me?
Why doesn't it rain anymore?
They don't go to.
Why doesn't it rain anymore?
God's mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it sucks.
Who can blame him?
Especially if you don't have a hose in your backyard and you're dumb enough to plant plants.
Now, WeatherBug says there's a 30% chance of rain next Wednesday.
Yeah. Wow. We only go till Tuesday.
That's a week from now. So we got nothing at all for a week.
Nothing sunny.
No.
Well, I guess it's good as long as stuff doesn't die around you. I mean, we're getting into the fall anyway to where it's kind of hitting into the, let's go into the winter hibernation stage. But still, this has been a weird summer and fall as far as just hardly any rain.
Welcome to there's no such thing as climate change.
Well, when I moved up here in 91, 2 years later, remember the 93 flood?
Yeah.
I remember that one even more than 2008 in some ways, because I remember driving home one time during the 93 flood, and I was like around Grinnell, and I looked around, and it looked like I was driving right through the middle of a massive lake.
Yeah.
I mean, other than maybe a few all you could see was water.
KFMH was up here doing a remote, and we were on the
93 or 08?
93, and we were on the Coralville Strip. And
so you were here in Iowa City in 93?
Yeah, we did remotes here. KFMH, we had a.
But you were still down in Muscatine in Didn't you move here in 94?
We were in Davenport.
Davenport, okay.
I was here in 92.
Yeah.
So I remember the flood well.
What I remember on 08 is the Burlington Street Bridge being closed.
Yeah, everything was.
I mean, you couldn't get. It was hard to get from.
Yeah, it was just Jesus.
Yeah, and to think now, although that is pretty far apart. Let's see, those two floods. That's 15 years apart, so it's not like it was a pattern.
I had the engineer on Andy telling me that in order for him to get here, he instructed me to do stuff on the phone. But in order for him to get here, he'd have to go either to Dubuque or Burlington.
That must have been 2008.
That would have
Yeah.
been 2008.
But in 1993, remember the Sinclair station that was on the strip? They put water wings.
Yeah,
on
I
the
remember the
side.
93 one more than the 08 one because I was stunned when I was driving home. But I figured the interstate was fine because they would have had it closed. I was just surprised that Interstate 80 was still open with that much water. But I did make it to Des Moines, and everything was. I think it was at a time when almost everything was shut down because Des Moines in '93, their waterworks company down on Fleur Drive, south of downtown, it flooded, and Des Moines, that was the big thing in '93, if I remember correctly, is Des Moines went without water for a few days, and so but now, I mean, it's rare to even almost see rain anymore. I mean, it just seems like we're changing to
It's just been missing us. I mean, they've got it north and they've got it south, and it's just, I don't know.
It's been consistently missing us for over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It
in
really
a
has.
valley.
It's just kind of creepy.
It's weird, and yes, it is different.
It's like I'm waiting. There's going to be some big gray cloud that's going to hover over us for like 2 weeks now, and
Just your house.
yeah, probably just my house. So I'd like it to hover over the back where there's plants. That would be fine. Go ahead but
Why did you put them in the back?
because there was an area that wasn't growing very good grass. I'm like, I'm just going to de-grass it, get rid of everything, till it down, which I did, and decided instead of
Farmer Pat.
it's easier, especially when your neighbors plant the plants and go out and pick them up
Even better.
and pick out which plants.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you made. I thought, oh God, you're out there.
Hey, I wonder what projects Pat has for us today. That's the first question my neighbors say when they wake up.
Our neighbor Anita waters our plants and takes care of stuff.
That's nice.
She's super.
Yeah,
But
she
these
is.
people are really good with plants. They enjoy it. I don't. They're like they buy plants that can bear a lot of sunlight because where this area is I don't know any of that stuff. And one of them's a grass, and it's actually growing nice. But I've been watering it a lot. You've had to. If not, they'd all be dead. Because she planted this stuff, I believe, in like June. How much rain have we had since June? We had one stretch, I think, where we had
In June, we had a fair amount.
But July, August,
July
September,
and August have been pretty dry.
been pretty dry. And speaking of sports, we were Iowa women or Big Ten Women's Media Day is today, and then Big Ten Men's Media Basketball is tomorrow. I believe it's at the Rosemont. John Bonenkamp's covering it for Fanatic. He's there both days, and
So the Iowa women's media is today?
no, Big Ten, Iowa.
Ten.
Those women is next Wednesday, men is next Thursday here in town. This is Big Ten ones. I haven't. I mean, I quit going to those when I was working at the Press Citizen, but John Bonenkamp always goes, and it's good to have him there. And he's going to write. He'll write one article for us today from the women and one from the men. And the thing, Iowa gives you so much access during the summer. I mean,
Yeah, they do.
I mean, we had 4 press conferences with the Iowa women's basketball team this summer, so I don't think there's going to be a lot of
Brand spanking new information.
Yes, but it's good for other members of the media to get exposure to the Iowa
Yeah.
women's team. That's kind of what this is all about. So, I keep wondering how long those things are going to last, but people seem to still attend them. People seem to enjoy them. I've always kind of never been a Big Ten Media Day. I remember early on, I'm like, this is the same thing every year. And then you talk to Kirk and you find out he hates it even more than you do, then that makes it easier to hate it too.
So were they preseason moved the Iowa women up to number 4 in the Big Ten?
Yeah, see that.
But it's all speculation.
I will say
at
though,
this point.
I will say that's a little higher than I thought they would
It's
be.
a notch higher, yeah.
Yeah, but, well, maybe even a couple for me because I've just figured everybody's mindset's okay. USC, UCLA right away. You get those 2, and then it's ranking the other 16. And for Iowa to be second among that's pretty impressive what the media thinks about them because, I mean, they did lose 11 games last year and they did get destroyed in the second round of the NCAA tournament.
Yes, they did.
And yet they still have that level of respect.
Yeah, they do.
And it'll be interesting because to me, I think the next step for Jan, they got to make the tournament. And I thought last year just getting in the tournament was more than enough to meet her job description or what they expect from her. This year, of course, I think they need to get in the tournament too. You don't want to take a step back, but but do I want to say, well, she better get to the Sweet 16 or it's a failure? No, I'm not going to say that.
No.
Let's say they have a great regular season and how many did the women play? 18 or 20?
We're going to play 18.
So let's say Iowa goes 13-5 and wins 2 games in the Big Ten tournament, gets to the championship, but then they lose in the second round of games. I am not calling that a failed season.
Not at all.
Some will, though. Some will, because they'll base it all on the Caitlin NCAA tournament runs. But remember, Caitlin, her second year, she got beat in the second round. I mean, it can happen.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think they need to make the tournament and stay in that upper half, stay in that strong first division, and kind of go from there. Would it be nice to get to the Sweet 16? Of course.
I think a great goal would be to, first off, finish in the top 16 in the country so that they would hold
I think
some NCAA games.
Yeah.
That would help.
Okay. Mace, since January the 1st, 22.89 inches, which is down 6.88 inches. Since September the 1st,
that's when it seems like it's been extreme.
1.38 inches.
That's
down.
all the rain we've had?
Yes, down 2.55.
So we've had less than 2 inches of rain since the start of September?
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, Mace.
Yeah.
But now let's say they go 10-8, get beat in the first round of the Big Ten tournament, still make it as like a 9 or a 10 seed and lose in the first round. That would be a tough one to say that was a step forward.
I
even
would
though
say
they did make they got
slight step
that's
back.
the worst they can do and still have it be acceptable. Now, if they don't make the NCAA tournament, that will be that won't go
big step back.
That'll be a step back, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I just don't. Plus, I also think there's a lot of mediocre teams in the Big Ten.
There are.
I mean, Rutgers,
USC is going to be excellent.
Well, yeah, those two.
But Juju's hurt, and they lost 2 or 3 other.
Well, I'm talking more about
key
teams
gals.
like Purdue, Rutgers, Minnesota.
Minnesota's going to be better.
They're better, but they're still not what you would say a major threat. I mean, Nebraska's okay. Illinois is better than I thought. They've been getting better. But there's not a lot of juggernauts in the Big Ten outside of USC.
Penn State's not very good.
Penn State's not very good. I mean, Maryland is still good, not as good as they were, but still good. And Ohio State, of course, I kind of put them like Iowa. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Jan does in year 2 and how she kind of gets Addie Deal in there, whether she starts her regardless. I mean, to me, a lot of attention is going to be focused on that because you got a 5-star that's not from Iowa that, Caitlin, of course she picked Iowa because of all the good things, but she also picked it because it's 2 hours down the road.
Sure.
I mean, if Caitlin lived in Ohio, she might have gone to Ohio State or Notre Dame.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so
She
but with
almost-
Addie Deal, Iowa got hurt across the country. So a lot of eyes will be on how well she does here. A lot of other 5-stars will be, man, look what Iowa did with Addie Deal. So it's going to be interesting to see how well her first season goes.
I think it'll be awfully, awfully hard to keep her out of the starting lineup.
Unless she doesn't care. Unless it's a chemistry issue and she doesn't care. Because to me, starting's overrated. I mean, it really is. I mean, I never really understood what the big deal is. Unless there's a noticeable... I mean, because you could think of a pretty good starting 5 and with her coming off the bench.
Well, that's sure.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Because we do have some depth this year.
Yeah.
And guard court, with Kylie coming back, you can...
I mean, if they start Kylie Feuerbach over Addie Deal, but Addie still gets 25 minutes a game, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, and I could see Chit Chat. I think Chit Chat ultimately is going to be their point guard.
Yes.
She's the only real point guard they have outside of Addie Deal, and Addie Deal's more of a combo. She's not.
That's true.
Caitlin is a point guard. That's just what she is.
Absolutely.
And I don't
100%.
think Taylor Stremlow can be a point guard, but I don't think it's what comes to her naturally. I don't think it's her first instinct. Chit Chat's got no other position but point guard.
That's right.
So I think it'll be her and Feuerbach, Stolke, Hayden, and then that 5th one. If they want to go short, it could be Addie Deal, but man, that's short. Who am I missing? Is there somebody obvious I'm missing?
Emilio Rodriguez could sneak in there.
She's one of those. Yeah, she's either going to be like I'm describing if Deal's coming off the bench. Emily Rodriguez didn't come here to play 8 to 10 minutes a game. Whether she starts or not, she's going to play, assuming she plays well, she's going to play 18 to 25 minutes a game. That's why she's here. So, but she's another one, though. She's not real tall. They got a lot of players between like 5'10" and 6'1". Like Rodriguez, Addie Deal, Stremlow, the girl from Solon.
What's Tegan Malini? Is
She's
6'1"?
6'1", but she plays more inside, but she's not any taller than 6'1". They got a lot in that little height area, so it'll be interesting to see what Jan does. I mean, they got a lot of talent. They seem to love each other. They seem to have great chemistry.
It may be the kind of thing where she has different starting lineups from time to
That could
time,
happen.
too, with
Yeah.
depending on
Who's playing
matchups.
well, but Stolke is a lock. She'll start every game she's healthy.
Ava Hayden is
Ava
a lock.
Hayden is a lock, I think, unless she hits a rough patch and I do think Ava's going to have the edge over Hayes because she's a year ahead of her.
Yeah.
But I just think they'll both play a lot.
Absolutely.
And I think there's maybe chances they could even play at the same time because Ava's so quick. So that would be interesting because that would be a tall 6'4" and 6'4". Then you could put Addie Deal.
And that could be another option to if you're up against a real tall team, start them both.
Well, or this lineup, Ava Hayden at center. Then you have Stolke at power forward. Then you have you have Feuerbach, Deal, and Chit Chat. So you could almost say you'd have Deal playing sort of the small forward swing guard.
She can
but
do
she
that.
and Feuerbach would be interchangeable. And so, there's a lot of options there.
I think those two are both 2-3s.
And I do think that Feuerbach and Stolke are going to – I'm not saying Feuerbach will start every game, but I bet she does. Her defense, her leadership, and hopefully she played better on offense at the end. But her problem is the last 2 years she was decent – she was really bad shooting for a while, but then would hit a hot streak. Mm-hmm. She's got to become more consistent as a perimeter shooter. That's the only thing that's missing from her game. She's the best defender on the team.
She is.
And she can guard small forwards, she can guard point guards, and she can guard shooting guards. Yeah, that's why I think Feuerbach's going to play a lot.
And she got to the rim better
she can
last
get to the
year.
rim better, but she just has to be a little more consistent making that three. And she was that at the end of last year, I believe it was. I hope I'm not getting last year mixed up with the year before.
You're not.
It was last year where she started to become a pretty decent threat from three.
No.
Breaking it down.
And it made a big difference, too.
Breaking it down.
Huge breakdown.
Yeah.
Breakdown.
Good song.
Yeah, that is a good song.
That's good.
And that's only 2 notes, so there's no flag.
Yeah.
Oh, I see them out there listening. Spotify agents.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the good call from my doctor on Monday.
Yeah?
Saying that all the things were.
You're not going to die.
And I don't have to come back for 5 years on the 5-year plan. They call it the.
That's what I've been on with colonoscopy.
Which is fine. 5 years from now, God knows something else may have taken me down by then.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff.
Will we all be sitting here just like this 5 years from now?
No.
You said that 5 years ago. You both said that 5 years ago. And 5 years prior to that.
And we were both wrong.
Well,
You think you'll be wrong this time? 5 years from now, Captain, how old will you be?
I'll be 81. No, I'm not.
I
no.
could see Cap here 5 years from
No,
now.
well, I can't.
Scoots will be sailing over the bounding main.
No, Scoots is tied to me as a rock.
No,
He's
sir.
just like a rock. No,
Sailing over the bounding main.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Is that the public domain? I think that's
I'll be
public
in
I
domain.
would think so.
I'll be in my late 60s then.
Yeah.
Man, that's depressing.
No, I ain't doing this.
Yeah, you
I ain't doing this past Thursday.
I wish you would have said past Tuesday, then I wouldn't have had to come in. So, but yeah, then we have Men's Media Day tomorrow. Same thing. We didn't have as much access to the men this summer, but I think we had 3. So, like I said, now we didn't get to meet Alvaro Figueres because he was playing for his team in the whatever that was.
Spain.
So,
Your idea of sailing is going on a cruise.
Oh, more than that. An all-expense-paid cruise
Yeah.
where you can eat whatever the hell you want
Yeah.
and drink whatever the hell you
but
want.
no alcohol though. Alcohol.
As much as allowed.
Would you ever go on an alcohol-free cruise?
No.
Yeah, but you're singing a song like you're going on a ship and you're going to be
Swabbing the
Like
deck.
the skipper?
Yeah, it's going to be like the minnow.
Ann's Gilligan?
He's going on the minnow.
Swabbing the deck.
Would you have taken a 3-hour tour on the Minnow if you and Ann were out in Hawaii?
Probably. And Thurston Howell III and Lovey were, they had all the money in the world. It was a pleasure.
It's amazing how much they took on that 3-hour cruise.
Yeah, they took a whole
I mean, a
wardrobe.
bunch of crap on their 3-hour cruise. You know, the Hollywood movie star. She had her dresses, and
Lovey.
Hawk football. I mean, what Kirk said yesterday was about as optimistic as you can get. It was weird. He said he's been cleared. All systems go. But then he's like, but it'll depend on how he practices. My guess is he's going to play, and it'll be interesting. Hopefully he's not wearing a knee brace.
Well, hopefully not.
And so we'll see. I'm not feeling good about this game now.
I'm not either.
I'm talking myself into a loss, Captain.
Oh.
And that's not fair to the Hawks.
No, it is not.
It's not fair to you guys.
Hey, I'm going to be up there. It's not fair to me.
Yeah. Well, that's your choice. You're choosing to be up there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, but would I be surprised if they win? No, I still think they're a better team than Wisconsin. But it's is Wisconsin really going to go 2-10?
No,
I don't think so. And this is one of the games when you look at their schedule. It's at home. There's a lot of
homecoming.
It's a lot of reasons why this is one of the games you would pick. Maybe they would win. And Iowa's 3-2. Iowa's obviously not an elite team this year. And the quarterback, regardless, he passed all the ACL tests. It sounds like, the knee joint and all that stuff, and he's been medically cleared. And he practiced yesterday, but he's still coming off a knee sprain. I'm guessing he won't be 100% himself now. But the way Kirk said it, there was still more time to evaluate him, seeing how he handles today. Yesterday, I believe, that's usually one of their more physical practices. So it'll be. But like Kirk said, how's his knee right now after practicing yesterday? We don't know because we don't have a press conference.
Exactly.
So we'll just wait and see. Now, I'm 75-25 he starts. I still think there's a chance something may prevent. And if Kirk was being a little coy yesterday, fine. He can do whatever he wants.
Maybe he was, but if Mark...
But he wouldn't lie about him being medically cleared.
No. If Mark
cleared.
can't run... I don't want him to start.
I don't think he would be medically cleared, though, if he couldn't run. Now, he could be medically cleared and still maybe not be himself, but Kirk even said we don't want him out there if he's thinking of... So it's interesting. I'm surprised that Kirk was that optimistic and said he's been cleared pleasantly. He said he was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think it would be this far along as far as the recovery process. So that's good news, but... They also had a bye week where he did nothing for 7 days. He would not have played last week if they had a game. He would have already missed a game. So the bye week came at a perfect time. They're using that, but they're keeping the other guys ready just in case they have to fill in. But I'm not totally convinced he's going to start.
He hasn't shown me much as a passer.
Who?
Gronowski.
No, he hasn't. He's averaging 144 yards.
Yeah, he hasn't shown me.
No, and that's what I wrote.
Hardly anything.
That's what I wrote the other day. That the downfield passing attack still continues to be the biggest crutch for this team, and now they're not using the tight ends. Sam Laporta used to get downfield sometimes for some big catches. I mean, even Kittle did when the few times he was healthy. But they just that's the one thing. They're still vertically challenged.
Well, and that's the big weakness of the Wisconsin defense is their deep game.
Yeah, but I'm not sure Iowa's going to be able to take advantage of it. But that's what they need to try to do. But it's going to be hard to do it if you can't run.
But that's another reason why you're feeling uncomfortable about the game.
I'm feeling uncomfortable about it because they've made this. I like this quarterback. I wish they were still stuck on the Danny O'Neal train.
Oh, if Danny O'Neal's their quarterback, Iowa's going to win.
But they wised up and moved on from him. And this guy, this number 3 guy, is better than I thought.
Well, he looked good.
He's got a nice arm. Now, is he a world beater? No. This is. But I was surprised, even though the Michigan guy broke a long run and ended up with over 100. But I was surprised at how physical their front seven still is.
Yeah, they're solid against the run. They are.
Yeah. And Iowa usually, when it can't run, other than the year with Drew Tate, it's borderline dysfunction when it can't run.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of reasons why we're uncomfortable with this game. Your mega optimists point to last year's at 42-10. We're a lot better team than they are. Well, last year.
Yeah, and they've been using that score as I think Halas wrote something. They've been using that. And I had seen Big Ten Network mention it. They're using that 42-10 score. They've got it in practice. It's symbolic.
Making them do 42 push-ups at the end of.
And that's great, but that's not going to win a football game. I mean, I don't care how many push-ups you do, but I get it. They're punishing themselves for getting their asses whipped. That was an embarrassing performance by Wisconsin last year.
Oh, their fans were mad.
I mean, they were terrible last year. I don't think that's going to happen this year. So, It will be interesting to see. Iowa needs to get off to a quick start.
Yep.
They need to get off to a quick start, but I'm not real confident they will.
No, and we're always feeling out the other defense and seeing how they're going to play this and play that.
There's another
and by
word.
then, you could be behind by 2 touchdowns.
There's another word for that. That's called playing not to lose. That's how they usually play on the road. And you saw the quotes from Lester, though, basically, that I read to you. He's basically wants Mark to try more stuff downfield. Yeah. He wants him to. He said that publicly. So we'll see. Now, in fairness to Gronowski, he may not trust what's downfield. I mean, he's in practice every day. He knows what he has. And, I mean, right now, Vanderzee will help, don't get me wrong, but he's not Jerry Rice. He's not going to suddenly change their vertical passing game. What he's going to do is, to me, draw opponents away from defenders and allow maybe the smaller, little quicker guys to get downfield. He can be more of a to me, Vanderzee's a guy that you need over the middle, catching the hard 15, 20-yard passes in traffic. That's what he's really good at. And hopefully then he can help spring Sam Phillips and Jacob Gill and Seth Anderson, get them vertical. That's kind of what I'm hoping Vanderzee will do.
Well, we need any kind of help we can get in the passing game. And, yes, it's marginally better, but not very good.
Yeah, and if they lose, they're 3-3 playing Penn State. Yeah, it's a big game. Big game, momentum, big games just for a lot of reasons. When you lose this game, your margin for error shrinks, and then you're threatening to have a losing season. If you lose
yes, we would be at 3-3 with Penn State and Oregon coming up.
And at Nebraska and at USC.
Yeah.
I mean, if they lose this game, I'm right now. I'm 7-5. You notice I've been.
Oh, for sure.
I changed. I mean, my prediction 9-3 is wrong. I stand by that. It was wrong. I'm at 7-5 right now, but that's assuming. But I think that's with them winning Saturday. My 7-5. I got to figure all that out. I got to come to terms with my thought process here. But right now, 8-4 is just not looking as. I had them 4-1 preseason.
I had them 4-1 at this point. Yeah.
So. But Indiana's better than I thought they were going to be. USC I thought was going to be good. I'm still wondering a little bit about USC's defense, but playing it, if it was here, I'd give Iowa a decent chance to win. But we'll see. We don't know what Gronowski's like. We don't know. I mean, I'll be stunned if he comes out there Saturday starting and he's limping around. That ain't going to happen. They're not that stupid. They won't do that. Hopefully he's not in some big heavy knee wrap either, because that's not going to be good either. The way Kirk talked yesterday, they seem pretty optimistic. You just got to hope he doesn't suffer some type of setback due to the stress being put on the knee now. And that's what, they won't know that until today to see how he responds.
I can just see Logan Jones wheeling him out in a wheelchair.
And then handing off on 3rd and 5, handing off to the running back for 2.
Spin the chair for a quick handoff.
Yeah, but I will say, if he doesn't play or if he comes out early, Hank Brown I think will start. But I think Hecklinski. I get this sense, and I don't want to be. I'm guilty of what I accuse so many other. I get this sense that Hecklinski might be narrowing the gap a little bit, just from what they say about his arm strength and his willingness to zip it and what have you. And Hank didn't look very good.
No, he didn't.
And it was tough circumstance, but these are still Big Ten quarterbacks. I mean, hey, throw a screen pass.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's thrown 5,000 screen passes.
But even that, there was other passes that he just didn't. I mean, he missed on that. And the receivers get open. It's not that complicated.
Well,
so we'll see. I do think, though, if it's Hank, that they may use 2 quarterbacks. If it's not Gronowski, that's my crystal ball.
Any chance they use all 3?
Well, it depends on the chance that happens is if Gronowski starts and's not performing well, and they decide that he's not performing well because he's not 100%. I mean, so yeah, if they play all 3, to me that's not a good sign. Now, if they play just Gronowski, that's a good sign, unless it's like a 7-6 game and they just want to get the hell out of there with a win and don't risk anything. It very well could be. It could be an incredibly boring game.
It could be, and I don't expect a boat race at all.
Either way, no, I don't either. I don't think Wisconsin's capable of doing that at home against almost anybody that's decent because their offense isn't good enough.
And I don't expect a track meet either.
But do you expect to be just really bored in the stands?
I'm rarely bored.
What if it's just a bunch
I was
of 3 and
bored
outs?
at the 6-4 game in Penn State.
Hell,
20
I was
years
bored,
ago.
and I wasn't even at it. I was watching that at home.
I mean, that game was ridiculous.
I can't remember who went. I was at the press. Somebody, that may have been Hamilton got that sentence.
That was the 20-year anniversary was just the other day of that game.
That was brutal. How about the Syracuse game was boring until the goal line stand.
Until the goal line stand. That was Anthony's wedding day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would he get married on an Iowa football game?
I don't know.
After
he
railing.
Idiot.
Just ripping the hell out of
That puss.
people
Anybody.
that did
That puss obviously never went over the middle, did he? Wuss.
Hello.
Hey, Pat, I know I've heard you say this multiple times about how Iowa gives you a lot of access during the off season for various sports.
Yeah.
When you talk to colleagues from other Big Ten universities, where does Iowa fall as far as access goes? Is that normal at Big Ten schools?
It's getting to be more normal. Yeah, it has to be because there's so much social media access anyway. So yeah, it's. I mean, I think what Iowa does is very good. I couldn't say that all the other 17 Big Ten teams let their women's basketball team have 4 press conferences during the summer like Iowa did, but it is trending that way. Way more accessibility. The days of
That's a good thing.
it has to be because of social media and just because of the way. Hell, now we interview people during games. Thanks for the call. I mean,
See, and that's too much. I think.
I change the channel every time. Those WNBA Molly or Holly Rowe interviews are freaking.
I do like Holly Rowe.
I like her, but
I
anyone
like her,
doing
but
it.
I mean, it's too much.
It's just too much.
Yes.
And a lot of times it doesn't really add.
Players sweating,
anything.
breathing hard. Well, we got to play harder.
Yeah.
If they're ahead, we got to keep doing what we're doing. If they're behind, we got to stop doing what we're doing. And that's
I love interviewing the people who've just run a marathon. And what come on.
yeah. I told you about the story about the Press Citizen. I can't say that on the air though, can I?
What?
Remember, she had this girl. No, I can't. I'll tell you during the break, and we'll let you decide. Funny as hell. Somebody, the Press Citizen, interviewed this girl after running the 3,200 meters at like state track, and their interviewer, and I mean, she was breathing so hard. I laughed so hard. I mean, it was one of the funniest things. And she was nice enough to do the interview, but she was like 15, and she couldn't breathe, and yet she was being interviewed right after.
It's just ridiculous.
I mean, and it really doesn't add anything.
And the NFL coaches are starting to get less friendly, and some of the college coaches are kind of cold. Kirk will never be cold. That's just not his nature. He's going to be boring. He's not going to say anything.
And Matt Campbell's accessible.
Same way. Neither one of those guys will. Kirk's just that he's not going to be cold to a media member. He's just not going to give much. He'll be polite, but when they asked the Georgia Tech coach, I think it was a Georgia Tech coach. I don't want to say for sure, but he just said we got to score one more point than them. Then he just walked away, and you could tell he did not want. It was like going into the fourth quarter of a big game, and it's just a knuckle cruncher game, and they're asking this coach on the side, and you could tell he did not want to do this interview. My guess, though, it's a conference policy. You have to do it.
He isn't wrong.
Well, he wasn't wrong, no. And, and the interviewer, she handled it fine. She realized that that's all she was. I think she wanted to do a follow-up, and he's like, no follow-up.
Yeah,
I'm going back to my team. We got a game to try to win here. And they ended up winning by a couple points.
My middle finger went to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Seriously.
Have you overuse?
I don't know, but it went to sleep. That's weird.
That's the one you give the...
It's numb.
The F?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you do that a lot to where it's maybe just kind of...
But it just happened.
Do you flip people off a lot?
No.
You don't?
No more than you have to.
I thought maybe when you drive, you might flip a lot of people off.
No, my wife might.
Okay. All right.
And I've told her, you don't know who's in that other car, if they got a gun or
Well, that's the scary thing now, is
whatever.
just the guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Road rage.
Yeah.
Road rage, yeah. You see all these. The thing is, though, with social media, so many of this crap you see, you end up finding out it's staged.
Yeah.
There's so much just staged stuff with animals and cops. It's
Well,
just ridiculous.
there's a video with a puppy in a kangaroo's pouch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Are people that bored?
They must be. They must be.
They really are.
Have you ever watched 5 minutes of MTV
Oh, not a
and
chance.
tell me if people are that bored? What's the age audience of MTV now?
Well, it's supposed
18 to 25?
It's supposed to be 1834.
I mean,
That's pretty generous.
It actually gets.
So you're telling me there's kids
good
in college
ratings up to 49.
You're telling me there's
seriously.
kids in college watching MTV.
Oh yeah.
My God, I mean, I loved watching it back in the day.
Yeah, but
back in the early 80s.
Oh, I never have.
But even I outgrew that.
Yeah, I don't.
But isn't it now just one? What do you call it? You know what?
Reality show.
Yeah,
after
it's just
another.
one reality show after another. Isn't that? They don't do anything music anymore, do they? And it's only MTV
No,
by
they
brand
do
name.
music in the morning and overnight.
They do videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the old videos. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't realize that.
And VH1, they still have a video.
Well, not necessarily old videos. MTV Classic does old.
So we're not going to have Elvis Costello, Peace, Love, and Understanding.
No, not on MTV.
Aha.
That's on MTV Classic
Oh.
when they show, but they show those. They show the
So
old
this
reality shows.
So this
from
is just
MTV.
reality show after another, like
Yeah.
bunk beds, crying, teen pregnancy.
Yes, bunk beds and crying.
That's what it seems like. A lot of it is bunk beds and crying.
That's who was the what was the show they had? Jersey something?
Jersey Shore.
Was that MTV with that influencer? And I can't remember her name, but she was the least star-like person I've ever seen on TV.
I just can't believe people watch stuff like that.
They do that, I guess.
Over and over. They grow an attachment to like the cast from Jersey Shore.
It gets ratings.
What, Jersey
18
Shore?
to 34
Or
and
MTV?
25 50.
That's stunning.
It just people. It's reality crap, and people watch it.
I've never understood reality.
I don't get it.
I just don't get it.
No, I don't either.
I don't get it.
Well, who was the influencer from Jersey Shore?
Snooki.
Snooki.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
She's still alive?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and hot.
Sounds like a candy bar.
No.
Isn't she hot?
No, she's got.
Isn't she the one?
Absolutely not hot.
Uh-oh, he's got his phone.
No, I gotta look.
He's
'cause
looking
I
her
know-
up. Back to the Hawks.
I know it was.
So back to the Hawks while you're looking it up.
Well, it
We
doesn't take
can use
long.
we can use the Hawks as a filler. Is that what we're doing?
Snooki.
Snooki, not hot.
I'm sorry, not bad. Not bad at all.
I can't see. We'll have to.
She may have improved
We'll
since
have to-
I saw her 15 years ago.
I mean, it's kind of what I expected it to look like. But
No, she looks better there than she did 15 years ago.
Okay.
Most
yeah,
of
but
us
she
do.
does look good. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, she looks better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
may
mean-
have not allowed for her to grow in that
Yeah.
in that respect.
And have big boobs.
But what is Jersey Shore? What is it about?
They're out
I
in
have no
Jersey
idea.
Shore. There's a bunch of. There's like a gang of.
So they meet out on the
People.
beach every day and talk
No.
next to the ocean.
Yeah, put their bunk beds on the beach.
So what is it? One of these things where it follows the lives of like 8 to 10
Yes.
friends.
Yeah. And then they have little arguments.
But what's interesting about
And
it?
then they have
Nothing.
arguments.
But why is it interesting?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Well, for people
can't-
in that
yeah.
age group, they're talking about stuff that they think about.
Yeah.
And trying to
I'm just trying to imagine
piece things together.
when I was between like 18 and 30 people watching
Why-
my reality TV show would not have been good. 'Cause
Why
a
do
lot of-
people watch General Hospital? It's just.
I don't know. I never have.
Oh, I never have either. So I mean, people like that stuff.
I remember when I worked
I
at
don't know.
Skeffington's back in the 80s, we had this little black and white TV, and the only show you could watch during the day when I worked was Young and Restless. I'd always have that on there just to have TV on but I don't remember ever really. I just soap operas.
The
are another
average
thing.
age of the young and restless
They're no
actors
younger.
are like 45. To
They're now dead and breastless, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like 1987. I was watching it. It was on in the back of the
38
tuxedo show.
years ago.
It's
Yeah.
still on.
Is it really? That's incredible.
They just,
So the actors are in their 60s and 70s.
Oh, 80s or dead. Like Victor Newman. Remember that character?
No.
That's a big character in the Young and
Days
Restless.
of.
No,
was it-
Victor Newman.
Like through the hourglass, these are the days of
so
our lives.
NBC tried to kill that. Okay, Days of Our Lives, by putting it on Peacock, and
They just moved over there.
they moved it over there, thinking we got to get rid of this thing.
Well, Peacock's cheap enough still to where people will do that.
Well, they followed it. It does real well on Peacock.
Have you ever been a
They
soap opera
followed
watcher?
it.
Was Ann?
No.
My mother
I believe at one time when Ann was in high school, she watched Dark Shadows.
I remember Dark Shadows.
I believe.
That's Barnabas. That scared
Yeah.
the crap out of me.
Yeah. My mom watched
Night
Guiding
Stalker.
Light and Search for Tomorrow.
What was the thing, Night Stalker, that had? Was it Rod Serling? No.
No.
What was the thing I'm thinking of?
Darren.
That's
Gavin?
right.
Yeah.
And they'd have like 2 or 3 different skits during the show, right? Was that Night Stalker? Am I getting that confused with something?
Twilight Zone, maybe?
No, not Twilight.
No.
What did Hunter say? Night Gallery. Yeah, that used to scare. That scared the crap
That
out of
was
me as a
good.
little kid. Yeah, and my siblings would always have me, is when I'm like 4 and 5, watch really scary things to inflict trauma. I remember watching some of that stuff when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Wasn't Barnabas Collins? He was Dark Shadows, right?
Yeah.
And wasn't that like in a big castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that too.
Yeah. They still rerun that on some channels.
Hey, I wanted to, before we go on break, did you guys hear what happened to that poor former LSU receiver who killed himself?
No.
Kyron Lacey?
I heard, I knew something happened, but I didn't hear the story.
It's just such a sad story.
Well,
So
he
he
didn't
killed
do it.
himself?
He didn't do it, yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was-
basically accused of causing a wreck that killed a 78-year-old man, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So, and there's video now that's come out, and he was 75 yards behind the accident. He didn't do it. And for some reason, it sounds like, I don't know for sure, did the cops say he did it?
Yes.
And they stuck with that, and now there's video.
And they wouldn't let him out. And he was 2 cars behind.
Yeah. They show him pulling up in his green sports car well after the accident had occurred. And I just can't believe.
And they wouldn't drop it.
And so he killed himself?
Hey, yeah, and he would have been a surefire NFL player. He had all the skills needed, and he basically lost his mind.
He must have had a crummy lawyer.
I don't
Well,
even
it's
think it got
ridiculous.
to that.
Yeah,
I don't think.
it just.
He's
was-
got a good lawyer now. The family does.
Yeah.
Because I read something where they are. I mean, man.
But he was 2 cars behind it.
Yes. Yeah. And for some reason, the
And
video
cops wouldn't drop it.
And for some reason, the video
Well,
didn't.
let me guess. Black athlete.
Yes.
Huh.
In Louisiana. For some reason, the video didn't come out until just recently. That I don't know.
Well, they had it.
But I know they had it.
That's another
That's the
reason
other
why they're
thing.
suing.
Why was there a cover-up? Yeah. No, it's just incredibly sad. It really is. I didn't mean to go on the break with that, but I just want to send my thoughts and prayers out to his family and hope that they get something out of this because
they will.
The kid deserved better.
They'll get a lot out of it.
Oh, I know they will. They're going to get a lot of taxpayer money.
And they should.
And they should.
And the cops should be, that stuck with it, and the prosecutor should be out on their ass.
Oh, I'm with you on that. If everything proves to be what it appears to be, it's just not. It's a really sad situation. So, okay,
That is sad.
Let's go and cry during the break.
Well, if I'm thinking of replacing those chairs with bunk beds, so just to kind of make us appeal to a younger
Audience,
demographic.
who gets the top bunk?
Huh?
Who gets
Hunter.
The
Hunter's going to work around the clock.
what I'll do is Hunter and Suter can be in the bunk bed, and I'll have a little chair on the side.
No, you're in a
No,
bunk
I'm in
bed.
no bunk
You're
bed.
in a bunk bed.
I had a bunk bed with my
Sorry.
brother for a couple years growing
No.
up, and I don't like.
Suter ain't going to be here.
I don't like bunk beds.
What do you mean he ain't going to be here?
If there are bunk beds here, I will not be sleeping in one of them.
I'm not asking you to sleep. They don't sleep in them. They just sit there
And
on
cry.
the edge and cry.
I'm not going to do that either. We'll be right back.
1-800-800-ROSE.
1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country.
1-800-800-ROSE.
It's so easy. Just remember one number, 1-800-800-ROSE, your FTD florist.
1-800-800-ROSE.
Remember,
for a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime. Find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Harty and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Harty and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Harty and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HartyandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
Don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what Here For You means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as the statement Here For You, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit suples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams, is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier, for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's going to love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 390-3703, or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
Dear U of I, just a note to let you know if you're ever thinking about selling Kinnick Stadium or Carver Hawkeye Arena, please consider Hawkeye Title and Settlement. We're here to provide efficient, high-quality real estate title and closing services. Signed, Hawkeye Fan Forever, and send. Hi, this is Steve Anderson with Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Whether it's a large commercial property or if you're buying your first home, remember we're here to help. Hawkeye Title and Settlement Services of Iowa City. You'll love our team just like you love the Hawks.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483. 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance. Honest plumbing at a fair price.
Hanging lights is a pain. Dealing with blown bulbs, dangerous installations, and the endless rat's nest of cords, there's got to be a better way, and now there is. Illuma Lights Permanent Outdoor Lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuma Lights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course, lighting for the best season, football season. The Illuma Lights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuma Lights LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. No more ladders, no more hooks, no more wifey's dirty looks. That's the song you'll be singing all year long with Illuma Lights Permanent Outdoor Lighting from Big Dog Tech. Find out more at BigDogTek.net or call 319-395-0800.
Football fans, this is Bill Leixenring of the Oxyoke Inn. We are on your way to or from the game. We're ready to serve you with the same quality food and customer service you've come to trust for over 80 years. The Oxyoke Inn is serving our famous Sunday brunch buffet with lunch, dinner, banquets, and carry-out daily. From our Oxyoke family to yours, we can't wait to see you again soon in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyoke Inn.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
Meteorologist Rodney Price. Tons of sunshine for your Wednesday afternoon and a light northeast wind with highs reaching the upper 60s. Chilly tonight with a clear sky and light northeast wind. Temperatures will drop into the mid and upper 30s. That means there could be a little bit of patchy frost to start your Thursday morning. By afternoon, though, quite a bit of sunshine and lower 70s. That's the forecast on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Right now, it's 55.
KCJJ weather brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
We're back.
Is that guy the new Brittany Merlot?
Well, Brittany, I think, is
overnight.
She's either out or she's overnights or she's out. And there's I don't know.
Brittany Merlot. I like Brittany.
Yeah, I understand that. But there's some issues.
That's what I hear.
So anyway,
I like Brittany a lot.
We're not going to hear her anymore.
I don't know. Somewhere she
was kind of sultry.
Yeah, somewhere she's sitting on a bunk bed. I have no.
Probably crying. She's not being able to deliver the weather anymore.
I don't know. Maybe she will deliver the weather. Maybe she's just out, or she's going to overnights, or
maybe she's on vacation. A well-earned break from the monotony of weather casting.
I don't think it's well earned.
Where's she stationed?
Huh?
Where's she stationed?
Out of Wisconsin.
Really? Yeah. Well,
they're out of Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Hopefully we hear her voice again.
I hope so too.
Well, I don't think you.
You're more in the know.
I'm not.
Wow.
I can't say.
Okay. You just did.
No.
Man, I'm looking at Wisconsin's offensive stats.
Somebody said, does Suter really think you're going to get bunk beds in there?
Wisconsin's averaging
get what?
Bunk beds.
Wisconsin's averaging hey, I don't mean to interrupt, guys. Sorry.
That's okay.
They're averaging 109.2 rushing yards per game and 3.1 yards per carry.
That's bleak.
Iowa's averaging almost 180, and then Wisconsin's passing. I mean, they are averaging 200 pass. They're averaging 50 more yards passing per game than Iowa's. They're averaging 200, but they're giving up 241.6.
Yep.
And they're only giving up 75 rushing yards per game. That's good.
No, that's terrific.
Yeah. So their receiving kind of looks. Well, they do have four.
One guy who is terrific.
Vinny Anthony. He
Yes.
leads them 21 catches for 258. He's averaging 51 yards a game. So, then Lance Mason 17 for 207. Then that Tretch Kekahuna has 12 for 143. I believe he's a running back, so out of the backfield. So they don't. Jaden Ballard 7 for 150. He's averaging 21.4 catch and has 2 touchdowns. They do have 6 touchdown passes. So their passing offense is better statistically than Iowa.
Yeah.
Which shows you how mediocre Iowa has been. So let me look at some defensive stats here.
Well, they're terrific against the run.
Their field goal kicker's only 3 of 5. He's been around forever. Nathaniel Vakos, he's made all his PATs. Yeah, they're only giving up 75 yards rushing per game. Let's see. Danny O'Neill's got 6. Danny O'Neill's passing stats are as good or better than Gradowski's, which just kind of shows you where Iowa is.
Yes, it does.
Let's see. Their punter, Atticus Bertrams.
I love that name.
He's averaging 43.8, so he's more than efficient.
And he's a rugby kicker.
Yes, and he's been there for a while. Let's see. They got a punt returner, Tyrell Henry. I've seen him. He's averaging 10.8. He's slippery. Kick returns, Vinny Anthony, 7 for 220. He's averaging 32.4. They better be careful.
Good.
This is going to have 2 of the nation's top kick returners playing in this game. So it'll be interesting to see how that battle kind of goes. And let's see. I'm going to get to the defensive side here. Brought in all this information. Let's see.
Bring it on.
The Badgers, nothing's. Let's see. They've got 11 sacks.
That's about
and
2 per game.
And they got 21 tackles for loss.
And
which is
that's
pretty
about
impressive.
4 per game.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see. They've got 10 pass breakups. Let's do a little comparison.
That's 2 per game.
Let's do a little comparison here with the Hawks. Let me find Iowa's overall stat sheet here. I want to kind of see how the defenses compare. Let's see. Okay. What did I say? Wisconsin has 11 tackles for loss. Wisconsin has 21 tackles for loss. Iowa has 28. Okay. Wisconsin has 11 sacks for 91. Iowa has 12 for 76. Wisconsin has 3 interceptions. Iowa has 2. Iowa has 19 pass breakups. Wisconsin only has 10. Quarterback hurries. Iowa 11. Wisconsin 4. So Iowa's defense
a little better.
is a little better than Wisconsin, other than rushing
Yes.
defense. Rushing defense is where the Badgers really shine. And you could say, well, they had 2 easy games. So did Iowa.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's schedule, Wisconsin does not have to apologize for its schedule.
Boy,
even after playing 2
gets
cupcakes.
worse and worse.
It gets worse and worse. And again, they're looking at this as one of their best chances for a victory. Weather's not going to be a factor. I don't care if it's in his 40s at night. That's perfect football weather in mid-October.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Doesn't look like there's going to be any precip.
No.
And I'm guessing when the game starts at 6, it'll be in the 50s, and it'll still be a little sunny, and you'll be lit and having the time of your life.
Yeah.
I don't mean lit drunk, just lit energized, Captain. Don't go immediately in the gutter. I wasn't saying alcohol lit, although I think you'll have a little bit of alcohol in you, won't you?
A little.
A little. Not a lot, just maybe a couple sips. Couple sips, right?
I'll have a couple beers in me.
Then why did you use the word lit?
Lit means energized.
Yeah, whatever.
And when you say a couple beers, you're talking 12 ounces? Or you talking like
probably 12, yeah.
12, okay, that's just moderation. He's Mr. Moderation.
I want to watch the football game.
Okay. So can I call you Mr. Moderation?
I've never seen you drunk.
I
In 31 years,
I don't get drunk.
I've never seen him drunk.
That's why he's Mr. Moderation. That's
I don't
my new name
get
for him.
drunk.
You like that
I do
name?
drink, and I drink my share, but
I've never seen you drunk.
Yeah.
You've never seen me drunk.
No.
Well, I usually, because all I do is drink light beer now, and if I drink, I can drink 4 light beers, and I don't know if I'm drunk. I'm bloated.
Depends how fast you drink them.
I'm bloated, and I'm hungry, and then I'm usually asleep.
Yeah, I get light beer. I get full before I get any kind of a buzz, which is why.
And for me to drink light beer, I have to have at least 2 to feel. 1 does not get me buzzed. Does it get you buzzed?
No.
Hello.
Yeah, did you say Suter's going to be at the game?
Yes. Lit.
Well, I know he'll have an USAW, and I might have one with him if I see him there.
All right.
I will have a Husa provided I can find Nay's tailgate. If it's in the same place as it was the last time we were up there.
It is. We'll be there. Same place.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll look for you.
Yeah. Well, I asked Nay the last time, hey, you know where Suter's at? I go, what does he look like? He said, Suter looks like Suter. And that's all he told me.
Who said that? Who said that?
Nay.
Oh.
Nay.
Suter looks like Suter. That's non-specific.
So, all right, we'll see you there. Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks. That's funny.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Your day's forming already.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Tailgating?
I love that. Yeah. Absolutely loved it.
And our ex-neighbor Keith Heeman tailgate's pretty close to where Nay is. That's at least he did the last time we were there. So
I think I've tailgated once. It was for the 1990 Iowa State game. I actually went to that. That's the last game I went to Iowa-wise. I was working at the Register, but I wasn't covering Iowa. But I was up, and I remember going to that game with some people from the Register, I believe. 1990, it's the game Iowa. I think they won 45-35. Remember Bob Utter was – they couldn't stop Bob Utter, and that Iowa team ended up winning the Big Ten and playing in the Rose Bowl. But that was the last Iowa game I went to, and as I guess a fan.
1990? Yeah, I was on the road still.
Yeah, Bob Utter, I believe, was the Iowa State quarterback, and I think the score was 45-35, if I remember correctly. And I do remember tailgating, and I mean it was fine. It's just not my thing. But I would never knock the people that do it.
No,
although I knock Suter sometimes for fun.
It's just a lot of fun.
I'm not. Maybe I'm the odd one. I've just never found it to be fun, and maybe that's the statement on just my sad.
Food and your friends are all around, and your
snacks.
Do you think that's a statement on my sad,
I think it
pathetic
is.
existence?
I think it. Yes.
My dad didn't tailgate. Hey, Dad, you want to go tailgate before the blah blah? You know what his answer would have been? Hell no. And so
Did he go to the games?
No, God no.
Well,
how was he going to tail?
Well, he wouldn't. Then he's not even going to go to the games. Watch
I had a ton of fun with Buddy.
No,
and,
it is
and
fun.
Nay,
and I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you guys feel free to knock. You seem like you are obligated to knock me for not liking tailgate.
Kind of antisocial.
Okay.
But if you've only got one
Yeah.
tailgate to judge tailgates by, maybe.
Now I've been around a lot of tailgating. You know,
We had a lot of players' families.
I remember one time
Yeah.
I was walking to the game at Illinois. They park about a mile away, and we're walking through this tailgate, and it's dead because Illinois is kind of dead when they're not playing well. And there's old, rough-looking couple. They're tailgate, and the lady looks at me and goes, "What the F are you looking at?" Seriously, she said she looked like she was like 80. And I took a picture of her, and I still have that. Well, no, I lost that picture when my phone went dead. Just a really gruff-looking Illinois couple that wanted nothing to do with me or my media plan.
I like it.
She basically told me to get the F out of
I
there.
like it.
Yeah, I laughed about that for the rest of the week. Because I was taking a picture of her with my cell phone, and she didn't like it.
No, and especially when we were in the West Lot, and all the the players'
Yeah, we did the
families
show
would
there from the
come.
West Lot.
Yeah.
Suter would hand us his cell phone, and we'd scream into it. Remember those days?
Yeah.
That was pure joy.
Yeah. No, we still tailgate. I mean, Epi and Stephanie, they're there almost all the games.
No, I do.
No, they just have one. Eric's not on the team anymore, is he?
No.
They just have Yossi.
Just have
Yossi, I
Yossi.
believe he's appeared in one or.
I think,
See, obviously, it looks like they're going to redshirt him.
Yeah, I remember
think he's
seeing him
appeared
in one game.
I thought it was it the It may have been the UMass game.
I think it was.
Okay, so, but a lot of depth at defensive end.
Yeah.
I mean, just with Brian Allen and Llewellyn and Ethan Herkett, that's a lot of depth. And, of course, Allen's been playing inside, too. So, but
Yosei will start getting a lot of time next year, I would guess.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know. I mean, it depends on what they, who they bring in. But yeah, eventually his day will come. But yeah, as far as tailgating, I don't know that many people. Even you guys are some of the few that I know who do tailgate regularly. Yeah, I don't know many shooters.
Yeah,
that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know anybody when I first went with Buddy. But you make friends real quick, and
no, it seems like
it is. I enjoyed it. And I'm not.
Maybe I'm antisocial.
I'm not. Well, I'm not that social.
No,
of a
you're
person.
not. But you enjoyed.
But you're in your little comfort zone there at your tailgate. You need to be in your little comfort zone.
I like my little comfort zone.
You got, you had Bud there to protect you.
Yeah.
And
to protect me. Bud was trouble.
But
Bud would have thrown you to the wolves if he had to.
Yeah. Bud was. I just, honest to God, half of the fun of going to the games was sitting with Bud because he is just a wild man. And I just...
And he loved the Hawks.
Oh, yeah. And people come up to him, and how you doing, Bud? How's it going? And he turned to me after they leave and go, who was that? I don't know, but they all know you. No,
I have that happen every once in a while because of probably the show and the fact I've been doing. There'll be people that I'll say, "Hey, Pat, how you doing?" And I feel bad because I don't know who they are, and I'm like, "God, should I know?"
People, well,
I know who that is.
The YouTube. Well,
that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, and he landed in New York once and in Florida once, and people came up to him and they just watch.
Mine's mostly high V.
YouTube.
I get a lot of people go, "Hey, are you that guy on the radio?" And sometimes I'll say no. No, I don't.
That's being untruthful.
I always say yes, and then I'll say, wait, is that good or bad if I am? And then, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. And then I've had a couple, like the guy who lambasted me in the checkout line and then said he quit listening to all the woke BS. And then his wife looks, he still listens. She's behind his back saying he still listens. He called your stuff woke BS. Nonsense, drivel.
Yeah, whatever.
Then why would you listen to it?
Well, and why would you tell me that in the checkout line at Hy-Vee?
Because you're rude.
I mean,
because you're rude.
I was just trying to buy my 12-pack of beer and go home and be antisocial. Drink by myself.
I don't get, I really don't get any. I don't get any negatives.
I rarely do. I mean, the people that go out of their way to be negative, those are thankfully the exceptions to the. Now, social media is different because they're hiding.
I don't get much negative anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're not real
kind.
You're about as radical as they say a pair of red suspenders.
That first year, when I changed the station,
and
those old people were really.
Would you say though he's about as radical as a pair of red suspenders, Suter? That's a line from the Rockford Dolls.
I have done my share of protesting.
Yeah.
Protest? What do you mean, like out in the streets carrying signs?
Yes.
See, I've never done that. Maybe I am just anti-social.
Yeah.
I'm just anti-crowds. There may be a little bit to that. I've never liked amusement parks. I like being on the roller coaster, but then I don't like everything that it takes to get on the roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't like rides.
I used to. I don't anymore.
I didn't like the Ferris wheel because I have a fear of heights, and every time I did it, we'd get stuck at the top. Then, like the last time at the fair, I was probably 8. My brother was 12. So, what do you think my brother's doing when we're at the top?
Start to get the thing rocking.
And I'm screaming and crying, and why would I enjoy that?
Why? The more you were tormented.
I think I was.
Maybe
and that's why I'm sitting here and elsewhere.
Yeah.
I blame it on my family.
Well, you got a good case.
Yes, you do.
Although I will say, when my brother decided to shoot somebody with a BB gun, he shot my friend rather than me.
Well, that was nice.
The best thing is my friend called his dad to ask if he should come home, and his dad's like, "Is it hurting him?" "Oh, not really. Just stay there. He won't do it again." That's a true story. He still spent the night, even though he got shot with a BB gun. And then he woke up the next day and he had a big bruise on his butt. It was just a BB gun, or maybe a pellet gun, one of the two. But it did cause pain.
Pellet gun would hurt more than a BB gun.
Yeah, I think it was a BB gun. I believe it was a BB gun.
Jan got shot with a BB gun when she was a kid, and she still remembers it.
Yeah.
I wonder if this kid's name was
she
Bruce.
Still holds the grudge.
I wonder if Bruce remembers it. He called me. This guy I'm referring to, we didn't go to the same high school. He went public, I went Catholic, but we grew up from second grade up, and he reached out to me out of the blue one time. I think he's done really well. He was down in Atlanta. He's part of an investment group that was looking into buying Sycamore Mall. Uh-huh. And he asked me, as somebody had told him that's where I was living, and he asked me to describe what Sycamore Mall was, what I thought of it, blah, blah, blah. They ended up not doing it, but I don't think it's not like I ripped Sycamore. I didn't know. I just told him what it was.
Yeah.
And they ended up not purchasing it, but they were looking into buying Sycamore Mall. I don't know who owns it now. Do you guys know?
No.
Is it owned by just one entity?
I don't know who owns it now. I don't.
We worked with Core.
Yeah, but they haven't
for a number of years. But
this has been 3 years.
Well, I only go there for
2 or 3.
I go there for H&R Block once or twice a year, and then I go to Panera, not near as much as I used to. Lots of times when I go in there's a lot of shops a lot of stuff's not even. They don't have vacancies,
and they're developing potholes again.
Well, they've just filled a bunch.
Okay.
They actually put a red. I drove them there the other day, and they actually have filled like 3 or 4 of them that needed to be filled just recently. Now, your potholes are bad right when you turn in.
Yes,
if you're not alert right when you turn in here, your car is going to get rocked. But I've got it down now. I have to take a wide left and then take a sharp right back and then take one more quick left, and then I can drive straight for a little bit. But then there's that monster pothole that's about halfway through. Usually your potholes are down here. Why are they up there?
I don't know. We usually have the potholes in May, and we didn't.
No, I don't remember in May. But these ones, I don't recall them ever being that close to the main.
I don't know that it's worth doing anything now.
Because it's so close to winter?
Yeah.
There's one of them that, if you just avoid them, but there's one that looks like it's a good 6-8 inches deep.
I thought, but yeah, we're close to winter, and it's going to, it would just be throwing.
We are close to winter. We are close to 6-hour days of sunlight.
And then the ice will fill in the potholes for a while.
There you go. You got a plan. An all-expense, a no-expense plan on how to deal with the potholes. No, it's still, you can avoid them. I mean, you can, but, if you're not careful.
They just developed.
It's been last month or so. Yeah, I've noticed them. It's because I kept taking a right into here. You guys all turn left in here. I turn right, and I kept hitting something. And I realized, man, there's a pothole right there. So now I just have to drive past it a little bit. And I'm sure we're exciting our listeners with our pothole updates.
Sure we are.
People like the pothole updates when we did them at Sycamore Mall. People were going out there and photographing all the potholes.
Oh, yeah, and who started that conversation?
Yes.
I was at Sycamore Mall yesterday.
I was too.
To the Spirit Halloween to look around. It's pretty cool.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
You did what now?
Went into Spirit Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting a costume?
No. I was looking at the I saw a cool skeleton on a lawn the other day. It looked like he was coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
And if they had that, I might have bought that.
I was walking on Green. You know where Green Mountain Road is off Washington?
Yeah.
I was walking up that street. It's a nice. It connects to Rochester. It takes a little path and you get up to Rochester. But there's a house on Green Mountain that's got the whole front yard is just decked out in tons of Halloween stuff.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can barely even see the grass. I mean, it's pretty cool. But here, I wanted to Tom, I want to depress you here. We're going to go Iowa receiving stats. They've played 5 games.
Okay.
Jacob Gill leads with 11 catches for 119 yards.
That's our leader?
Well, Sam Phillips has 10. He leads with 179 yards. Iowa has 2 receivers that have over 100 yards. The next in line, Caden Weechin, 55 yards. DJ Van Hame, 51. Seth Anderson, 40. Dayton Howard, 74. Terrell Washington Jr., 18. Zach Ertworth, 48. Hayden Large, 19. Xavier Williams, 24. Nathan McNeil, 45. Yeah, I mean, they have 2. We're almost halfway through the season, and their leading receiver yards-wise has 179. It's more of the same.
Yeah, it is.
These are sort of the Deacon Hill passing stats, but the mindset is so different, because Gronowski is more competent. He's a better runner. But the passing attack is really not that much better right now.
No, it isn't.
And it's kind of getting lost in everything, I think. Now, I don't want to keep harping on the negative. They're still good about this team. I get that, but I don't think anyone wanted this team to be 3-2 after 5 games either.
No. They needed to win one of those.
They needed to be 4-1, I think, to still be relevant. Right now, Iowa is not relevant outside of our little.
No, and if you're 3-2 at this point in the season, you're not relevant. Texas is not relevant. Penn State's not.
They're still relevant for not being relevant. That's their story. That's not a story with Iowa. No. They're relevant now because they're not relevant. If that makes sense. Now they could still. No way they run the table. I don't think either one of those teams are going to get in the playoffs because I don't.
Well, even if Penn State does, they lost to UCLA, an 0-4 team, and they're going to have to climb a lot of teams.
I mean, if Penn State goes 10-2, it's hard to see them not in the playoff. I don't think that's going to happen.
It depends on the other 10-2s.
Yeah,
or 11-1s.
So, but yeah, 9-3. I don't think even Notre Dame would get in at 9-3. Now Notre Dame has to win out, but their schedule is very winnable. Notre Dame's schedule. If Notre Dame's 10-2, they're in.
Yes,
without question, they're going to be in under any circumstance.
They'll be in forever.
And my guess is the committee would love to have them in at 9-3, but they couldn't get away with doing it without cheating other teams, and so that can't happen.
Yeah.
Right, Captain? No cheating. No cheating.
It could happen.
I'm hungry. I'm not as hungry as I was at this time last Wednesday. Remember, last Wednesday I was in the depths of pre-prep. It was.
Yeah, I've gone through it.
I know you have.
Yeah,
I have too.
And you guys were never worried. You kept telling me it was going to turn out to be okay. You were that guiding light.
You bet. Speaking of the guiding light, that's another lame-ass soap opera.
Yeah.
How about the Edge of Night? Edge of Night.
That was actually a mystery soap opera. That's what
Bold and Beautiful is that one?
It was based on Perry Mason.
Isn't Bold and Beautiful another one?
Yeah, they're bold.
And they're beautiful. But I'm guessing now they were beautiful in the 80s, and now they're probably bold and wrinkly.
Now they're old. And
yeah, old and wrinkly.
Hello?
Hey there, question for you. So let's play this scenario out in college football. Would you rather be Penn State and Texas right now to lose early in the year, I mean, right now 3-2, and say you finish 10-2, or would you rather be schools like, let's just say Iowa State? They have one loss already. So if they would lose late, say mid-November, or even if they make it to the championship game and they lose late and they're 10-2 or 11-2, but Penn State's climbed its way all the way back up now, and they've beaten Ohio State.
Penn State. No, you're right. No, if Penn State's 10-2, those
and
wins, they're
Ohio
in.
State, yes.
They're in. Penn State is in. No, but I just don't think they're going. I just don't think either one of those teams are going to be able to sustain it now. They're not near as good as I thought, and I wasn't sold on Texas to begin with. I really wasn't. Penn State, I wasn't either.
I agree with you. I think they're. For me, college football teams shouldn't be ranked till week 4.
I agree. Same with basketball.
Before we started, Pat, this rankings are for the fans.
It's stupid.
It gives somebody to talk about on Monday, and no offense to the radio stations, but it gives radio stations, not just you guys, but national ones too. Oh, well, Texas is ranked 8th, and this guy's got them ranked 4th, and, it gives people something to talk about.
It gives the media something to write about and something to talk about.
Correct.
And the listeners to the radio and TV something to think about. And
exactly.
People who are attached to their teams want to hear about their teams and read about their teams, especially when they're expected to be good.
Well, in this Arch Manning thing, it's interesting. Now the media is calling him a bust. But in fairness to him, he wasn't the one who ranked him as the preseason Heisman favorite, even though he had barely played. The media creates these things, and if they don't live up to the media's expectations, then the media turns on him and calls him a bust. It's hilarious.
He's probably got a couple million in the bank already.
He's making $8 million this year.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, and he's got more money than he knows what to do with. I've read that he's making. But Arch Manning's not the one who made him out to sound like the greatest thing since sliced bread. The media created that monster, and now he doesn't live up to their expectations, and they're pissed.
If his last name was Arch Smith,
it would have been different. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Exactly. But
You're
because
right.
it's Manning, and he comes from that family.
And he still has a
everybody-
chance to be a good. He's only started 7 games. He's got a chance to be good. He's just not. They made it sound like he was just this gift
next
from
best
God,
thing.
the next best thing, and he's not. He needs time to develop.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. Joe Burrow couldn't even get on the field at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to transfer out. of
And I don't
Ohio
think. And I don't think Arch Manning's
State.
ever going to be as good as Joe Burrow.
No, and I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying no one knows when these kids are gonna, when the light's gonna click or things gonna happen or when it's gonna hit and they're gonna take off. And it's like the media puts so much pressure.
Well, no,
on
LeBron James was somebody.
expectations.
He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, the chosen one. LeBron James is one that lived up to all the hype. But LeBron James also came out. That was almost 25 years ago. But yeah, he is one of the few that lives up to the enormous hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron came in, I worked in the basketball industry back then of ranking these kids. So I went to all these tournaments. I mean, LeBron James was 6'9", 6'10". He was a man among boys even in high school at 18 years old.
Yeah,
and
you could just see it.
It's amazing. And I never get wrapped up in this kid's a 4-star or 5-star because all it is my opinion of what I saw this kid at a particular event or at these 3 events. I mean, hey, I'll tell you my favorite one. I sat in Alford's office, and I know you guys don't like that name, but I sat in Alford's office, and we had a fight about Bruner. And he wanted Adam and Jeff, and because he could only take 2 out of the 3, Adam, Jeff, or Bruner, and he wanted Adam and Jeff, but Adam was already committed to Iowa State with Floyd. And then Bruner was 6'7", and he wasn't sold on him. And I'm like, he's going to be good. He works his tail off. He's an Iowa kid.
And he could jump.
This is what you want.
He had a good vertical, too,
And
Bruner did.
Yeah, and then when he beat Kevin Kuhnert's record of the all-time leading rebounder, I took the newspaper article out of the Press Citizen and sent it to him, and he sent me back a note and said, congratulations, you got one right. What happened with Ben Rand? So, I mean, you hit and miss on these kids all the time.
Well,
and it's like,
sure,
it's a crapshoot. Those guys are putting their livelihood on the shoulders of an 18, 19-year-old kid to perform. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they peter out and they don't.
And sometimes the ones that peak in high school, and you can't always put your finger on who are the ones that peak in high school, because then those guys seldom pan out.
Yeah.
And some guys don't peak till if they make it to the pros and they get to the right team.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
It's just it's all a crapshoot, and you just got to do your homework. And I always tell kids it comes down to where you're the best fit, where you're going to be able to play, and now unfortunately, where you can get the best
money.
NIL deal.
Yep, that's part of it too, and always will be now.
Yep. So.
All right. Well, thanks for the insight.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, and I mean, 12 teams get in to the playoffs. It's important to your shirt tail fan. The playoffs is what matters.
Well, that's the goal
and the
now.
Same with the NCAA.
And if they
tournament.
add 4 more teams, it's going to become even more prominent. It's going to be. But my concern is it takes away from the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're an Iowa fan,
Very much so.
You could live in a reality where every year you're going to be disappointed if you don't finish in the top 12 because it happens at Iowa about every 7 or. It just, I mean, it doesn't happen that often.
No,
so you'd hate to think that that's going to be the source of disappointment all the time, not making the playoff. But that's the way football is shifting now. It's trending in that direction. Hey, we haven't. How about the Mark Sanchez stuff, Captain?
Yeah,
that is bizarre.
That's some funky stuff.
I just don't get it. They show him walking in the street with his stab wounds.
Yeah, he's got.
And they show the picture of the guy. The guy's like 70 years old. He looks like he beat the hell out of him. The guy. It looks like it legitimately was self-defense. What a weird story. Why would he go up and mess with a guy parked in the loading dock area, and he's there to get cooking oil? It doesn't.
The whole
make
thing
it doesn't ring true.
Yeah,
but it's true though. I mean, it happened.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's just.
And now he's facing felony charge. I wonder what Fox is going to do with him.
Evidently they got. Well, he's done.
I'll
bet you.
It sounds like he may have some issues. I mean,
they've got video. They haven't released the video of the fight tonight.
So was it just that he was so drunk that he just lost all, or was there? Makes you wonder if there's other stuff involved. Other mind altering. Something
you wonder,
right.
don't you?
Yeah, because I mean, unless I guess maybe he did like 15 shots of tequila or something. I mean, I mean, I don't know.
He's just an SOB.
But he's never really had
guy
any.
Torqued him off.
Don't you think there'd be a pattern, though? I don't think there's a lot. I haven't seen a lot of baggage with him. He seems like a decent guy. It's just a really bizarre. And I know that area, right? I mean, it's right in downtown Indy, not far from well, Indy. It's a lot of that stuff is just all centrally located.
Yes.
It's just all within blocks of each other. But it's just a really bizarre story.
Let's see what they say. Observers from around the country say the Indianapolis police chief is interesting to hear more about the bizarre incident. What do they have that up there?
And nobody's heard from Sanchez. He hasn't spoken, has he? My guess is lawyers are telling him to shut up.
What they also got was an argument in defense of downtown Indianapolis. The responses revealed...
What's wrong with downtown Indianapolis?
The responses revealed the pressure local leaders are under.
Are they saying it's dangerous? I mean, I've walked at Indianapolis downtown late at night and never had any problem.
Trump is threatening to send in troops.
Because of this thing that happened with Sanchez?
Yes.
No, he's not.
I'm reading it right from the AP.
So in reaction to the Mark Sanchez thing, Trump's going to send in troops?
Yes. He's threatening.
He's
threatening. High-profile incident like this one takes an added significance, not only because it's violent between a former college and professional
I'm
star.
guessing stuff like this happens a lot.
All the time.
And this is just noteworthy because it's Mark Sanchez. And this is ridiculous. I didn't mean to make it political, but I'm more wondering what the hell was going on in Sanchez's mind to cause him to act that way.
Yeah.
And whether there's troops coming in or not, I don't.
I'm not thinking we have all the information yet.
No, I think there's going to be more that comes out.
It was over parking.
Yeah, he was mad that the guy was parked in a loading zone, but Sanchez was on feet. He was walking.
Yeah.
Why does he care? Then he tried to climb into the bed of his truck, and that's when they started having an altercation. And the guy was all bloody in the hospital. They showed him he was all tubed up, and he had blood and cuts all over him. And he's, Sanchez is 35 years younger.
He's 38, and he's smelling of alcohol. He accosted 69-year-old truck driver who backed into the hotel's loading docks, leading to a confrontation early Saturday.
Yeah, if you're Sanchez, you leave that guy in the truck alone. He's doing his job.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, the whole thing is just bizarre to think if that cost him his career, because he's working as an analyst for Fox. That's a pretty decent job.
Well, they got into a confrontation, and the driver pulled out a knife to defend
He said
himself.
he did that in self-defense and stabbed him 3 times. He said that's the only way he can get him off him.
He was also pepper sprayed.
And then Sanchez, literally, they show him walking down the street in Indy with the stab wounds. He's bleeding out the side, and he's just walking.
Okay, but if they got into a fight and this guy pulls out a knife and stabs him...
He said it was self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it was self-defense. He said, I had to.
He's 31 years older than Sanchez.
What's the difference?
And if you look at the guy's picture in the hospital, Sanchez, it looked like was beating the hell out of him.
Well...
Oh, now we got that soft music. Sounds like next to a baby's bed.
Hello.
Hey, guys, it's Greg in Chicago.
Hey.
I think you're leaving out a key part of the crazy story in that I believe Sanchez was upset because he was running wind sprints on the loading dock and the truck was in his way.
Well, he shouldn't have been running wind sprints in a loading dock at midnight, drunk.
Well, that's my point.
No, it sounds like his...
I don't know when Trump's comment was from, but I know the governor and many other right-wing Republicans quickly tweeted when everybody thought Sanchez was attacked about how out of control crime was in Indianapolis long before the true story came out. So anything to jump on it.
All right, yeah, just like the Bad Bunny thing. I mean, I've never listened. I had never heard of Bad Bunny, and I have no interest in listening. I won't watch the halftime show. But if that's who they want, but the funny thing is, Mike Johnson said they should have had Lee Greenwood. He could heal the country.
80 years old, and a rascal.
What is he? Is he the one? I'm
glad to be an American.
Yeah. What else beyond that? He's not going to break into Stairway to Heaven after that, is he?
No, it's just ridiculous. That was just a ridiculous.
Do you play Bad Bunny?
No,
I mean, I don't.
It's Hispanic. I mean...
No, I can't ask why he couldn't be a good bunny. Why does he have to be a bad... Why?
I don't know. The guy...
Wouldn't you prefer him to be a good bunny shooter?
The guy is huge
yes, I
worldwide.
Okay,
and
obviously.
And Super Bowl.
The best is the people saying, well, he's not. He's from Puerto Rico. He's an American.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't understand that.
No, they don't get it.
But I had never heard of him. I had never heard of Bad Bunny until
You're right.
this.
They're stupid. I've seen him perform, and I was curious. And
Does he wear a bunny outfit?
No. No. He's just
That's
really
the Easter
good.
bunny.
He is Michael Jackson, only with a different language. He's really a great performer.
Okay.
You
What
know.
kind of music?
Is
it rap, salsa?
Hip hoppy.
Hip hop. Okay.
Hip hoppy with some
Hispanic,
salsa. And yeah. It's just fun party music.
So would he be as popular if he was called Good Bunny?
No, nobody'd care if he was Good Bunny.
So the fact that he's Bad Bunny,
Bad Bunny makes I'm
intrigue.
That's why I'm bad on the air.
Okay. All right. Do we have a call?
Yeah.
You're making him wait through this?
Well, you did it.
I did. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, just in relation to that story you're running about the altercation, they had it on the World News last night, and it showed the gentleman, and I think you were talking about it, but it said on there he had some very severe lacerations, the truck driver.
Yeah, it said his face was cut all from his ear all the way to his mouth. It was bad.
But
that's what it said on the World News.
If he pulled a knife on him first.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No, the truck driver said he pulled the knife when the pepper spray didn't work. That was his last resort.
Okay, but he pepper sprayed him, and then he pulled a knife on him.
Because he was being attacked.
Yeah.
So that's self-defense.
If he's being
he was being attacked. That's pretty much been established. I mean, he didn't cut him.
So Sanchez was attacking him first?
Yes.
Or just yelling at him?
No, he was attacking him. Well, you think the truck driver cut himself all up and beat himself up?
I didn't know which one came first.
Yeah, no, the truck driver.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The truck driver looks terrible. And he said Sanchez just showed up kind of out of nowhere, climbed into the bed of the truck, and I didn't realize the stuff about running. If he's running sprints there's something's going on with his body. Something's not right.
They said he's drunk.
Yeah, but even drunk doesn't.
I don't know that you're.
Just makes me wonder
I don't know.
if there is. I don't know, because that's just not normal behavior.
No, of course not.
To be running sprints in a loading zone when a truck's trying to do their job. But no, the photo of this guy in the hospital, I was like, whoa, look at him. He looked terrible.
No, that is in no way, shape, or form normal. No.
And in fairness, Sanchez is, like Tom said, 31 years younger than this guy. Yeah, it's just a really weird story, and more will come out. Hopefully stuff comes out to make Sanchez seem a little bit more normal and maybe even a little more innocent, but right now it's not looking that way. It's not trending in that direction. Especially since they've upped all the misdemeanor charges. They're now charging him with a felony.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the police have obviously seen way more evidence than we have, and it's gotten worse.
There's evidently a video.
And there's worse, and it's gotten worse for Sanchez the more information they get. It's just a really weird story.
It is a strange
one of the
event.
stranger ones I can recall in sports. And the fact that it happened in an area where I'm used to walking because of Big Ten tournaments and all that, I know that I've never felt really threatened in downtown Indianapolis at night.
No.
It seems like a pretty tame town. I'm sure there's crime. There's crime everywhere.
There's crime everywhere.
There's crime here.
Portland is a tame town.
Yeah, I know.
It's one block, and somebody dressed in a bunny suit.
I saw that. And did you see the video of Christy Nome scouting from on top of the building? And one of the media people said, "So Christy, what are you going to do with the person in the bunny suit?" And you could tell. She's like, interesting. It was pretty funny. I mean, and she's flanked by soldiers, and they've got a person down there in a bunny
my niece
suit.
is a judge there, and she'll have to deal with some of this, I bet. So,
Weren't they going to come to? Would you think they'll ever come to Iowa City?
They've already been
here.
Were.
They came to the Red Garden.
Oh, that's right. That was just 2 people, though. Do you think they'll?
There was 3 people.
Do you think there'll ever be like an infantry unit or something that comes? 82nd Airborne starts coming out of helicopters down in the Ped Mall at 2 a.m. just knocking skulls. Would you like that?
Hello.
Yeah, guys. You think the Sanchez thing, they're going to tie it to CTE?
Well, that's what I think.
Well,
I bet they do.
That's one theory out there. Some other podcaster said something that he was on more than just alcohol to behave like that. That's pretty heavy speculation. That's a good question. Very well. I mean,
I bet that's the first thing I thought of.
I hadn't thought about that. I thought of a different mind-altering drug, maybe that mixed with the alcohol just turned him nuts. But the CTE stuff, maybe.
I don't think he could get off, even if they do determine that.
Oh no, I don't think CTE is an excuse.
You can't diagnose it till you're dead.
Yeah, so.
You can't be sure. I mean, you can diagnose it. Yeah.
And the kid that shot the people, he did have CT. He had a mild form. Remember the guy who went into where he thought the NFL office was? He did have a mild form of CT. But no, that's a fair question.
Yeah. Well, Hernandez too.
Well, he did have it.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have fun in Madison, Tom.
All right, thanks. I'll do my best.
Went from CTE to have fun in Madison. That is a transition.
Let's get a W.
Yeah, there you go.
Buddy. I'm with you.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Paul. We hadn't heard from Paul in a while. That was a good Paul call. Paul contributed.
Yeah.
And you weren't mean to him.
Well, you contributed.
He contributed. Yes.
It was a good call.
Why do you have to bring that up?
But no, the CTE issue, I hadn't really thought about that.
No, that's the first thing
and justifiably so. I can see. I'm surprised I hadn't thought about it.
But he's,
It's just unfortunate, man. I mean, especially if he throws away his career, which he may do. I mean,
well, they're not going to.
You don't think they're going to do anything to him?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be on again.
It's going to be hard for him to have any credibility if he's attacking 70-year-old.
Well, he works for Fox.
Well.
When he's attacking 70-year-old truck drivers picking up cooking oil, used cooking oil. I didn't even know stuff like that happened. Then what does he take that used cooking oil? What's he do with it?
To recycle it.
Okay. And then just reuse it? Okay. I'm glad to hear we're recycling used.
We had people.
We don't do a good job of recycling plastic.
My one job out of radio at A&W.
You worked at an A&W?
One night.
Did they fire you, or did you just
They fired me.
What'd you do?
Well, I did two things. Number one, they showed me how to do the hot dogs, but they never said to cook them. And so the customer...
You were serving raw hot dogs?
Yeah.
Jesus.
This customer complained, and she just created a big stink there. Do you know who that customer was? My mother.
Oh, I could see that. Why would you serve raw hot dogs?
I didn't know to cook them.
What are you? How old were you? Like 4?
I was, I don't know, 15 or something.
Wow, I thought I was dumb at 15.
Well, I thought they were pre-cooked.
Okay.
The guy said, take them out of here. Then you put them on the bun. He never said
I guess
to cook
okay.
them.
Do you think that's dumb, or should he have known?
You should have known.
Okay, I'm with Suter.
You should have known.
Sorry.
And what's the other one? You said there was 2 things.
And then I turned the wrong valve because they do recycle the grease. And I turned the wrong valve.
They needed to get you out of there.
And I flooded the place with grease, and the guy had to close down for 3 days to clean it up.
Wow, yeah. Hey, why don't you go back to the radio station there, kid? Hello, you're on the auction.
Hello.
Hey, they use the recycled cooking oil to make biodiesel.
To make what?
To make biodiesel.
Oh, okay.
Fuel.
Okay, learn something every day.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I did not know that.
Either.
Fact.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting. But that's one of those stories you couldn't even imagine something that bizarre, especially happening in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was in L.A. or New York or Vegas or something, I guess. But in downtown Indianapolis, not far from Lucas Oil Stadium, I mean, it's just a bizarre story.
Maybe he was angry because he couldn't get internet.
Maybe.
University of Iowa senior Bennett Sturts has been named to the USA Today Network preseason first team All Big Ten. It was announced Wednesday. He's from Liberty, Missouri.
He was announced for another team yesterday, too, All Big Ten.
Iowa was picked to finish 9th in the USA Today Network's preseason poll under first-year head coach Ben McCollum. Purdue, Michigan, Illinois, UCLA, and Michigan State were the top 5 teams in the poll. Hawkeyes on November 4th hosting Robert Morris. So there you go. Little news hot off the press, guys. There you go. So, yeah.
Did you see when they announced the tip-off times and networks yesterday? There's a chance of an 11 o'clock tip-off for
Yes.
the men this year?
Yes, I did see that. A chance.
Definitely a 10.
Yeah, definitely 10, yeah. I would you like to have an Iowa game at 11 o'clock at night?
I would do my best to stay up for it.
Thanksgiving weekend, so you wouldn't probably have to work the next day.
Yeah, but that turkey has all. What's that having that makes you sleepy?
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan. You're going to be fighting tryptophan, you know? And turkey, it does. I'm always, in the old days when I'd go home and we'd have the big family feast, I mean, I always would end up maybe spending most of it asleep on the couch, just bloated and full, and it does have that effect.
I'm not a napper.
I'm not either. I'm not at all either, but I always remember being tired at night.
I'm not either.
Oh, yeah, I know you're not. No, I'm not a napper at all unless I'm sick or it's Thanksgiving. Those are the only times I ever nap.
I always look forward to the turkey sandwich in the evening.
Yep, toasted. I prefer my bread toasted.
With
yeah.
stuffing.
With stuffing, warmed up stuffing. And sometimes even warmed up mashed potatoes and gravy, if you're really lucky. Man, I'm really hungry. But now I can go eat. I don't have to go home and eat Jell-O and drink.
I can eat also.
There you go. But yeah, I talked to Matt. We both just kind of spaced this one off, but we'll start rescheduling. But like we were saying, we've talked to an athlete from every fall.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. But now we'll start getting some. Not repeat this, but we'll start getting some other members of some of these other teams because there's only so many fall teams that play.
Yeah,
and what have you. So yeah, but we'll start. We'll have another guest next week.
So we ready for some cops?
Yeah, cops.
Cops? You got the cops? Is that what you're calling it now?
No, we're not.
Why'd you call it the cops?
Because you called it the cops.
So you're making fun of me.
Yes.
That you're making fun of me. All right. I'm going to continue to call it the cops.
Well, fair
and you
enough.
should use that. Would you get in trouble if you used the theme from Inner Circle? Would that be a copyright violation?
No, because we pay for the copyright.
Oh, then go ahead and use that now and just start calling it cops.
I got a personalized one.
Oh, that's right. It's a good one, too.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
How old is that? That's at least 10 years, isn't it?
Oh, easy.
Easy.
No, that's a good one, though. That does the trick.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, the police reports are next with Captain Steve and Tommy Lang. Stay tuned for that. HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply,